Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Aries. So Aries, as usual, I'm doing this reading with my own deck of cards, so the cards you'll see are from this deck. Aries, I feel like, this reading has like one main message, which is that you are being pulled between two sides or two options, and how this is so uncomfortable to the point that you don't know whether to choose to stay or choose to go. It's almost like you would rather not have any kinds of options being presented at you at this point, but it has the promise, I should say, or the potential at least, to be an opportunity for a beautiful co-creation, which is yet to come, I have to say, because the feeling that I'm having here, it's like there is this possibility that if you choose to go, things would flourish in a way that you would prefer. And in staying, it's almost like you would have to be a little bit more patient in waiting for the blooming happen, right? So I feel like it's, perhaps it's going to be a short reading because the message is pretty much, summed up. It's that you are being torn between two sides or two options, or it's like there is this extremely important and heartfelt, agonizing, what I just heard, agonizing kind of torturing option or choice point that you are stuck really in between those two. And I feel like maybe you're judging yourself to the point that you're feeling like you're unprepared, or you lack other informations, or you just lack the wisdom to do so. It's almost like you're seeing yourself as naive, or that syndrome where you just doubt yourself. What is that syndrome? Like when you are afraid to succeed and you don't even bother to take on any path, right? Because you don't want to take the risk to fail, which I feel like it's going on here in your reading. So we begin with this. This is a beautiful card, right? The Three of Cups. To me, this is the card that is stamped with this energy of co-creation and co-creating from the heart. But the feeling that I had from it, it was almost like this longing for something that hasn't happened, or longing for something that you feel like if it's not fulfilled like the way that you're expecting, you don't want to go through the pain of not achieving it or co-creating it to your like. It's like there is a little bit of fear here in failing, basically, or just not seeing it unfold the way that you wished for, or in the timing that you wished for, because it's like, the dynamic between these three cups. It's like, it's almost like I'm seeing this cup here on the top being planted in this fertile soil, especially because we have the Empress card here and also the Six of Pentacles. But I feel like there is this period, this waiting time that is going on because of these two cards that are coming next. So we have the Tower and this Five of Pentacles. And while these two cards are pretty much talking about this waiting mode phase that you're going through right now, it's almost like I'm seeing you planting some pots and vases, and you wish you would see the blooming of those flowers quicker, right? But you're just planting the seeds, and it feels like, well, this tower usually brings me this image of safety, like a place like you feel at home, that you feel safe and protected in these walls. And obviously, you know, the Five of Pentacles to me is this, it's like this showing the perfect place or indicating that you have to stay there. It's like you have found this treasure pot in a sense. But there is like this dichotomy going on here, because it's like this paradox that you're going through, especially because of the cards that are coming next. Because like okay, so sorry, I'm not doing justice to the way that this is being shown to me. Beyond this image of the home, right, with the tower and this indication that you have to stay, and there is this waiting game until these seeds are, you know, coming to life. This card actually was being shown to me as the vase or the pot, and there is a specific place that it would be more suitable, or it would be preferable for you to plant instead of this place, right? So there is this I feel like you're a little bit unsure, or you're a little bit frustrated with not seeing the results of the things that you have been cooking or planting. And I feel like although they hold a beautiful potential, it's almost like you're unsure whether you should use this vase or that vase, or you know, you should plant using that kind of soil, that kind of land, that kind of structure or base, or you know, it's all about like where to plant it in a sense. And this is what is like being this struggle for you, Aries, because I feel like you are unsure that this is the right movement. Because with these two cards coming next, so it's like this. After we have this tower and the Five of Pentacles, we have the Empress with the Six of Pentacles. So these to me are clearly showing two different options, or two different kinds of possibilities to blossom whatever you're painting. It's almost like if you choose to stay or to use things that are already very familiar, right, because of this home symbolism of the tower, it's like if you use things, or if you choose a place that is familiar to you, this is going to bring you some sort of safety, some sort of security, or just the sense of finding the perfect comfort zone, right, to plant your seeds. If you choose this one, which is much more open, right, because of the imagery of the Empress, and you know, in comparison to the lockdown image of the tower, it's like it's almost like you're torn between, you know, choosing to plant your seeds on, you know, vases or pots, or you know, a place that you already know, and a place that is much more open and ready to blossom straight away, right? It's almost like this option is you and your family, or you alone in a house that you've known, or in a home that you have lived for a long time, right? This is the option of staying in your comfort zone. This could be like a more abundant or even more rewarding kind of, you know, just fruitful experience that would hold, or would bring, right, the blossoming of the co-creation of the Three of Cups into something that could be like a new path ahead that is being opened because of the connections that are being made, right? It's almost like here you are going to be exposed only to the things that you already know, or to the places that you already have been. Here it seems like there is it's almost like I'm seeing this Five of Pentacles as like a clear, like too known, or too worn down, or too familiar, or too just not exciting, right? Or too restrictive, or too it's like the contrast between these wings to fly and, you know, being caged in a sense. And so this is almost like the Six of Pentacles is like showing as like an open path, and this one is a much more fenced space, you see. So it's like there are two options, and I feel like it's not that one is best or the other is best. It's like both of them have like pros and cons. Obviously this one with the Empress card in contrast to the Tower, it's like the safety that you have here is like replaced in a sense for the promise of the abundance that is in the hands of this, or I should say the wings, right? Because usually this image comes as wings. So I feel like here there is a little bit more, although it's also pentacles, right? And if we think of the Empress being the card related to Venus and to Taurus, it's also very earthy, and you know, the rooted down image of the Tower that has like a strong foundation, and this Five of Pentacles, which is also Pentacles, which is also attached to a place, to a specific location. It's like all of them provide you with the sense of, at least, you know, perhaps financial security, or like a steady living, right? A place that you can feel secure and safe. Although this one, I have to say, it feels less restrictive in comparison to this one, you see. And here, ending this part of your reading with the Page of Swords and the Lover's cards, the Lover's card, this is where I feel like you're being, you know, tossed between one option and the other. It's almost like when you weigh those two paths, it's like you are being torn, you know, just pulled to both sides. It's like you can simply not decide. And you know, being the Page of Swords, it's almost like you have regressed, or your sensation is that you have regressed in the sort of being able to discern the better option, or being able to decide with full confidence and full knowing of what is best for you at this moment. And so I feel your angst, really, Aries, because it's like a big deal. It is, and you're feeling completely naive and like just a novice at, you know, being presented with such an important decision to make. It's almost like you'd rather not have to decide at all. It's almost like you would just choose to, you know, go back to your childhood, in a sense, where you didn't have any kind of responsibilities, or you know, the times when you would just play with your imagination. You know, this actually is just presenting through as a very creative, imaginative personality. So perhaps it's like these decisions which hold a very beautiful potential, right? It's not like, don't get me wrong about like the it's like the significance of this choice because of this card. Although yes, it's a major arcana in contrast to the way that you're feeling like a minor arcana and, you know, a page. But it's something that with this Three of Cups, initiating this reading and setting the tone for it, it's like there is something that it is imperative that you participate in it, that you put your heart and soul in it, your heart and your mind in it. And I feel like there's something going on perhaps with your mind that is not yet capable of feeling what your heart is about to, well, get ready to co-create, right? Or get ready to see it blooming, because it requires this, it's like this very mature kind of decision that you're being presented, right? I mean, even if we're talking about like spending money, right, with all the pentacle cards, but also with all the major arcana that come before them, it's like it is something that perhaps could affect your entire life from this moment on. And you're feeling like this choice that has to be made between options that both of them, like, perhaps for you and your perception, carry the same weight. Because, you know, if you weigh the pros and cons of each, it's like you couldn't possibly decide, right? It's almost like you are feeling completely unable to choose at this moment. And it's like the more you stay at this crossroads, it's like you're being pulled each side even stronger, right? It's like it's almost like this string that is being pulled, right, on both directions, well, on opposite directions, where you are being strangled in the middle. It's like you're feeling like the pressure. It's almost like, you know, there's something in your throat or in your heart, well, especially because of these two big hearts, right? It's like perhaps it's something that is giving you this it's just this angst inside your heart that you don't really know what to choose, what is best for you in this moment. And you just wish you could go back in time where you didn't have, you know, these kinds of decisions to make, or these kinds of very adult or very mature responsibilities to, you know, that could change your life, that could affect you in a big way. So I feel like no decision has been made, and I feel like, to be honest, no decision is going to be made, at least so far. I'm going to pull more cards to see where this is leading you towards, Aries. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes, so if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.